Hi, I'm Brad Sugars and welcome to Business Basics. Today we're talking about my formula for change, and well, in essence the formula for change is quite a dramatic one, but it's something we have to understand if we're to create the success we want in our life. You know, I'm sure you've heard it said many, many times. In fact, I'm sure I've said it many, many times, that the only constant in life is change. You know, that's what's going to happen. The movie Meet Joe Black, Death and Taxes, of course, but you know, change is the one thing that's going to happen to us, with us and for us. The challenge or the definition of change is one thing. The challenge for us as human beings is, are we going to be proactive about change or reactive about change? It's like learning. You have to have learning in your life. The question is, do you want to do it before you need it, or do you want to find out by making mistakes that you need it? You know, these are some of the challenges that we're confronted with in life about being reactive or being proactive. My formula for change is one that's designed to allow you to be more proactive in building the life that you're after. So let's take a look at it. D times V, dissatisfaction multiplied by vision. Then you've got to add to that the first steps, and that's all got to overcome the human resistance factor. So as a human being, we resist certain things that are new. Let's take a look at them one step at a time. Dissatisfaction. If you're satisfied with life, imagine that you're overweight, but you're satisfied with it. You know, you kind of enjoy it a bit. You're kind of not too worried about it. It's okay. Well, the fact remains, the fact that you're satisfied with it obviously decreases your score in the formula, and therefore it'll reduce the chance that you'll actually go and do something about it. So then we take a look at the vision side of it. You know, vision is an interesting one, because vision not only encompasses that you can see the future or have a vision set for yourself or a goal or something to move towards, but it also encompasses a level of belief that it can actually happen for you. So we've got dissatisfaction of a human being and we've got vision of a human being. Now let's imagine that dissatisfaction multiplied by vision. Let's imagine that you're quite well satisfied, so your dissatisfaction is only a 2. Now, can you be satisfied even though you don't have the things you want in your life? Absolutely you can. I've met people who are overweight, unhealthy, don't have any money, and yet they're kind of still satisfied. They're comfortable. It's easier to be those things than it is to go out and actually do what they need to do to become a success. You know, so the level of comfort is not just how comfortable with it am I, it's how comfortable am I with it compared with doing something about that challenge. Then we've got to take a look at the vision that you have. You know, a lot of people have dreams, but that doesn't mean you have vision. Just by thinking, gee, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice is not a vision. Wouldn't it be nice is thinking about something with a possibility that maybe it could happen for other people, not that it could happen for you. And that's where adding more knowledge adds more vision, adding more knowledge adds more dissatisfaction. I remember many years ago walking past a yacht that was a little larger than mine, thinking, maybe that's a good vision to have. But it also produced a good level of dissatisfaction that I hadn't achieved that level just yet. You know, different levels for different people, but dissatisfaction is part of the formula for change. You've got to have it. Vision is a very big part of the formula for change, and you'll notice that these two multiply. So if one of them is very, very low, then the multiplication factor is, well, it's still very low. We've got to add to those the first steps. Well, let's take a look at it. The majority of human beings know what they need to do. Let's take, for example, I've already used it, losing weight. Most people know very clearly what they need to do to lose weight. You need to do some exercise, and you need to eat less, and you need to eat less junk food. It's not that complex. If you burn more calories than you take in, then you'll lose weight. If you burn less calories than you take in, you won't lose weight. Well, knowing this and knowing these first steps still doesn't ensure success, because knowing the first steps doesn't mean that you have the dissatisfaction or the vision to be able to create the change that you need to create. Now, we're not after short-term change here, we're after long-term change. So we've got to overcome that level of human resistance. Now, where does the human being's resistance come from? Well, many different places, but let's start with some of the absolute basics as to why we resist. Number one, it's new. Number two, it's probably going to cause some level of pain. You know, not physical pain, well, it might if it's exercise and things, but it's going to cause some level of pain because you've got to make change. These are the things that build up resistance in a human being. Our goal in the whole process of understanding change is to build dissatisfaction, is to build vision, to get the first steps and to reduce our resistance, and therefore we make the changes we know we need to make. Now, finally, I don't just want you to make change for the sake of making change. I want you to make change headed towards your goal. Change that's proactive, change that is chasing after something, going after what it is that you want to go after. These are the aspects of change that are going to be more important to you. So, work on your dissatisfaction, work on your resistance, develop your first steps, and make sure that you have the vision of yourself achieving that and the vision of your belief in yourself getting there. I'm Brad Sugars, and these are the Business Basics.